I do these reviews for you guys. I really do. I don't know if you guys like them. I don't even know if you guys care about them, but I do enjoy reviewing also. I, Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone, Stephanie here. Today's video is going to be a non-spoiler review of Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. So let's talk about all the non-spoilery things. First off, let's start off by saying I gave it a 4.75 out of 5 stars. I know that I said I was going to give it a 4 in my wrap-up. And then I went over text and was like, oh, 4.5. And then when I was done, I was like, no, it's not a 5-star yet. I did have some issues and they stuck out to me, but I was like, it's definitely 4.75. If it wasn't for those 2 issues, or at least if one of those issues would have been less, I would have been like, it's okay. But it wasn't. Favorite book by far by Cassandra Clare. This, Lady Midnight, does not... like, I understand. Like, this is... there's a reason why it's hyped. I literally started reading this not too long after it came out. I just took my sweet ass time with it. Because Cassandra Clare sometimes reads really slow. And it's an issue that I have. But I get it. I threw it. I take my time. I even listened to a portion of this on audiobook because I was just like, I need to hear it. I need to read it. But like, I had things I needed to do. And literally just like, if you could see how I'm standing right now, it looks so funny. I feel like I should be on a, like, no. I have to say though, I understand why it's hyped. I'll say that much first. It was good. It was really good. I first off loved every freaking character in this book. There was not one that I disliked. There wasn't one that I was just like, oh my god, I'm so annoyed with you. I feel like I can't even say his name because it's kind of a spoil. Maybe I should do a slight, I'm going to do a slight little spoiler rant at the bit. I'm going to do a spoilery bit at the end. So I can just brush up on a few things that I would like to talk about. But I really do feel like this is Cassandra Clare's strongest novel she's ever put out. I enjoy her for like her Mortal Instruments, her Infernal Devices. I really love them. I think they're fun. But I did have like my issues with it, whether it was with a character, the way they acted, like Alec or something. I couldn't stand him throughout. I didn't care about him, like at all, ever. Sometimes I still don't care about him. But I just feel that Cassandra Clare started off The Dark Artifices with such a beautiful beginning. It was constructed so well. The writing was a lot better paced. There was still some like dragging parts, and it usually tends to do with the romance. And again, I've stated that that's just an issue of mine, but I feel like it wasn't as much how it carries on and how it happens in the next 2 books. I don't know. I think this is going to be a trilogy. But it was so good. I love Emma. I don't think I've ever liked one of her female characters more than I like Emma. I love Emma. Like F. Tessa, F. Clary, Izzy. It's about Emma and Christina. And I love Julian. I felt like, oh my god, like, you guys don't understand. Like, my heart just ached a lot in this book. And I felt like I was able to I was able to relate for sure. And I love it so much. I really do. I finished this and I was just like, oh my god, that was so good. I loved the ending. I can't stop saying I love it. But again, I feel like, Cassandra Clare did such a fucking good job giving us Lady Midnight and the beginning of The Dark Artifices. I am so excited to see where the hell this is gonna go. There was a lot of plot twists and turns in here that some of them I was like, oh, not completely surprising. And then the majority of them I was like, what? I was not expecting that at all. And no, I did not read the Shadowhunter Tales Academy Tales, whatever you call it. I did not. I was just like, nobody got time for that, man. I just fucking read all the Infernal Devices. I'm still currently reading the Bane Chronicles, which I've gone behind so much on. Because now I'm reading another book that you guys are probably going to laugh at me when I talk about it. But anyway, again, I think it's great. Now, I'm going into a small spoilery section. This isn't going to last very long. There's a couple things that are still in my head that I want to talk about. And so yeah, if you haven't read the book or you're hesitant to start it because it's another Cassandra Clare book, dude, the Shadowhunter world's awesome. That much I have to say. It's a fun world. regardless of the little things that I have with it, I think it's so much fun. Read it if you haven't when you can. Get it from the library, do something. It's great. I think it's great. I still think it's like absolute. It's not the best book I've read this year, but it's definitely right now top 5 for sure. I might even say it's, no, not the 3rd book. It'd probably be like the 4th book. But anyway, I'm going to go into some spoilery details, so I'll see you non-spoilery people. I'm sorry that I, like everyone else, has been talking about it as well. So, hello spoilery people. This section won't last very long, but there was just a few things I really needed to talk about. First off, I actually really love, I love Emma and Jules. They make sense. I feel like that makes sense. There was no insta love, because guess what? They've known each other for their whole lives. And it makes sense. It's not something that was like forced together, or it wasn't something like, oh, they just met and now they're falling madly in love. No, it's not like that. Another thing though, my absolute favorite character in this whole freaking book was Mark. I love everything to do with Mark. When he's asking for strawberries, when he calls Perfect Diego, and then Diego's just like, what the fuck? Like, I love Mark. I love him and Kieran. That was actually really heartbreaking. I felt like Mark is what gave me the most feels. Mark and Jules. Even over Emma, because Julian, I can understand his struggles and everything that he went through. He's raising his family. He's taking care of the institute. He's in charge of it and no one knows. And he's bearing all of this on his poor little 17-year-old heart. And I love Tavi, but Mark, I am not gonna lie. I fucking loved the ending where he's like, why lie? I was like, yes. I'm not shipping Emma with Mark, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun because I secretly kind of want Mark to be with Christina. Even though Christina has Perfect Diego back, we could fix that. That's no problem. Like, for real. But Mark, I love me so much, Mark. Okay, let me talk about one thing though. The one part that I know a lot of people felt for was a part where Kieran, Airlock, I think is his name. I'm sorry if I already forgot it. And Gwen, the hunter, the writer guy, they come and they're gonna like whip Mark because of that bullshit, which I got really pissed off with Kieran for that, but whatever. You know, I was annoyed. That whole chapter, I was just like, this is taking so long. Just do it. I loved what happened, but I felt like it got a little soap opera-y there. Just a little. But again, I really just feel like Cassandra knocked it out of the park. Oh my god, the mystery of freaking Christopher. I already forgot his name, the Lost Herringdale. I love seeing Jem and Tessa because I love Jem so much. I love Jem so much. He is my absolute favorite, especially with Tessa. And again, I just, like you see, I didn't really have a whole lot to talk about. This is just some of the things. Malcolm, though, I was not expecting Malcolm at all. My heart was aching at the idea of losing Tavi because I was like, she's killed Max. And, like, that sucked. So can you, like, not kill Tavi? But again, I just think it was so great. I loved it so much. Even if you disliked any of her other Shadowhunter books, this one is amazing. You know, Google. If you don't feel like reading the other books, Google, and you're totally fine. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm sorry I reviewed just like everyone else. It's just, I was anticipating this because I just had a feeling I was going to be like, oh, I think I'm going to love this. I think I'm going to read that and I'm going to fall in love with it. It's just, you know, sometimes you have that feeling of, you just know what you're really going to like. And I really did love it. I really enjoyed it. I cannot wait for the second one, which I already forgot the name of. I'll write it here. It's something Lord. I don't know. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.